What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like Indiana Congressman Jim Banks is calling out the WNBA over their current treatment of Caitlin Clark, and none other than NBA legend Charles Barkley double downs on his comments that he made about Caitlin. Guys, we finna unpack it all in this video. For this one here, we gotta go all the way up to Indiana. Let's get it. Let's go. When it comes to Caitlin Clark, she got the backing of a nation behind her and U.S. Congressmen as well. So it looked like Indiana Congressman Jim Banks is fed up with the current treatment of Caitlin Clark in regards to the WNBA and all of the rookie hazing. Guys, it's being reported that Indiana Congressman is calling out the WNBA for opponents' treatment of Caitlin Clark. He recently sent a letter to the WNBA commissioner. So it looked like he is taking this thing on a whole nother level. He actually wrote the commissioner in regards to Caitlin Clark. Now, the article goes on to say Congressman Jim Banks sent the letter Tuesday and highlighted Chicago Sky Guard Kennedy Carter hip check of Caitlin Clark in Saturday's game. He called the matter excessive and it was an attack, and said Carter's teammate Angel Reese cheered on and supported her for that moment. The congressman went on to say Indiana is a basketball state. We don't wince at aggressive defense, but this was not an example of tough playing. Banks wrote, it was a cheap shot that could have resulted in an injury and should not be tolerated. Banks also suggested that the WNBA should discipline Carter and the Sky beyond its decision to upgrade the foul to a flagrant one and fine the team and Angel Reese for failing to speak to the media. Banks also stated the WNBA refused to hold hostile players accountable and enforce their own rules of sportsmanship. It's not only a disservice to Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, it's a disservice to the millions of young girls who are watching with dreams of playing in the WNBA one day. He ended the letter by asking the commissioner to respond to 4 questions, including if the league will take steps to curb excessive physical targeting of Pacific players. Now, the WNBA commissioner has not said anything publicly about this letter, but as of right now, it is going viral, and Congressman Jim Banks ain't playing no games about Caitlin Clark. Moving on to another story, so it looked like NBA legend Charles Barkley is not backing down from his comments that he made about Caitlin Clark a few weeks ago on TNT. He just wrapped up an interview, and guys, we finna unpack it all right now. Let's roll the footage.
The girls got to grow up and like, yo, you know what? I can go at her hard on the basketball court, but the visibility and stuff she's bringing to the league is only going to fill all our wallets up in the long run. You know, so it's just petty jealousy, and it's really unfortunate because, and the thing that's really bad right now, we're not even talking about basketball. That's the problem that I have with the whole thing. I can't remember. We're not even talking about. And listen, we knew she was going to struggle. Kobe Bryant struggled. Charles Barkley struggled. Every rookie struggles. But so I'm not. That's the reason they had the #1 pick in the draft. The team's not very good.
Right.
So, but we're not. What's bad? Instead of talking about all the good things happening for the WNBA, we're talking about negativity and all publicity. You know, that used to be that old saying, all publicity is good publicity. No, it's not. Not when you're a niche sport trying to get the consumers to buy into your product. So it's really unfortunate, and it's just. And I like the way she's handling. She hasn't said anything because you got so many fools out here who got opinions. Unfortunately, negative opinions on television, on radio, and things like that. So I'm glad she's staying above the fray.
Well, and you said it best. Listen, the Indiana Fever got her pick because they were the worst team. And so obviously they need...
Hey, and listen, you know. 2 years in a row.
Right.
So they had the #1 pick last year. And they were so bad they got it again. So and like I say, she was gonna go through some growing pains. But like I say, it's just a lot of petty jealousy out there, and it's really unfortunate. It's taken away from the women's game. Because no matter what sport, if you're talking more about something other than the sport, because they got some great players in the WNBA. You know, the Aces, they got Asia Wilson's probably the best female player in the world. She's trying to get a three-peat. We haven't even mentioned her at all. You know, I saw the Connecticut Sun. I think they're like 8-0. We haven't even mentioned them. So anything, this is just taken away from the game, in my opinion.
That was NBA legend Charles Barkley standing on business about his comments that he made about Caitlin Clark. But at the end of the day, I do feel like a lot of these young ladies is jealous of the treatment of Caitlin Clark. It is what it is, man. She's a phenomenal basketball player, and the people is rocking out with her, bro. Everybody just got to accept it, bro. Moving on to another story. So it looked like Draymond Green is being vocal again about the whole situation. In regards to him, it's being reported that Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green made it his point to make it clear that Kennedy Carter should have took responsibility for her actions. In a recent episode of the Draymond Green Show, he had this to say: "I love what you did. I don't love how you went to the press conference and wouldn't answer a question about it." Quite frankly, the Warriors forward said via the Draymond Green Show, "If you want to understand how these things go, I'll give you a little advice. You're going to take on the villain role, right? Be that enforcer on your team, right? Great. Love it. I'm all for it. You can't dodge the questions. You go to the press conference and you answer the question." That is the exact same thing I said when the incident first happened. Draymond Green is exactly right in regards to this matter. Kennedy Carter should have answered the question, spoke with the media, and gave a good explanation to why she put that hit on Caitlin Clark and take responsibility for her actions. Now, Draymond Green wasn't done there. He went on to say some other things. This is what he had to say. "You did what you did, right? Stand on it," Green stated. "Go to the podium. I'm not going to answer a question about Rudy Gobert or whoever else. Stand on it. That's all I'm saying." So it looked like Draymond Green is letting it be known when he go through situations like this, he stand on it. And as a professional athlete, you definitely need to. If you want to be the enforcer, if you want to be the boogeyman of your team, you need to take responsibility for that new role that you placed upon yourself. But at the end of the day, Caitlin Clark don't need to be getting treated the way she is, bro. We all just got to keep it 100. Get down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Keep them bills on, because you know I'm going to bring you the news. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out.